My apologies for that. Now, with nothing else to do, we'll hand you over to the Minister himself for his lecture.
Thanks very much, and I just want to acknowledge the Chair Donal, to all the board of Westport Tourism, and to everyone who's here. And I think, as Lisa said, has that shared objective around building that team to support Westport. I just want to acknowledge, in the first instance, some of my colleagues who are here: Councillor Brendan Mulroy, Councillor Christy Hyland, and Councillor Peter Flynn, who, as Lisa said, all work together for that shared objective of growing the tourism offering, strengthening community development, and everyone working together. For people who don't know me, I'm very much a biased Mayo person who ended up in the east, but is very much rooted in the west. And my dad grew up in Newport and went to school here in Westport in secondary school. And my grandmother actually came from Lewisburg. I just dropped into her this morning. She lives in Newport. So I said we're connected both ends of the bay and have many strong memories of Westport as a place growing up. Really positive memories, and also seeing the development of Westport over so many years, and see the West really strengthen in its tourism offering over a significant period. My other side of my family come from East Mayo in Hollymount and Farahers that are there. So delighted to be in Mayo, and as Minister I'm always keen to support the county and to support the brilliant people of Mayo who I think work so well together, driving community development and making sure the West is strong when it comes to a whole range of areas, and obviously tourism being a really important one. And we know that the offering that Mayo has is unparalleled. The county has a huge amount to offer overseas and domestic holiday makers, a wonderful environment, superb scenery with mountain, sea and rural countryside, rich cultural heritage, and a warm and welcoming people. I was here 2 weeks ago for a number of days up where I decided to go up to where my grandfather came from in Treenbeg, which is about 7 or 8 miles outside of Newport. And when you look out onto Clew Bay and see the phenomenal scenery, the beautiful water, and see that great connection of people all the way around the bay, from Newport through to Westport, over to Lewisburg and beyond, I think there's nothing like it. And I think it's really trying to grow and have that shared objective and ambition of really building on the offering and the progress that you've all made to date. As I've said, I try and get down here when I can, and I've always enjoyed Westport from coming down as a young child. Often gone into McCreevy's to get my ice cream, or going into many of the wonderful restaurants as I've grown older. And I think it is that fantastic offering that has grown over many years. And that's because, as Senator Chambers mentioned, I think the team approach that you have in terms of Team Westport, with everyone working together, having that shared collaborative effort on building the success of the town, from public representatives who are here to the hoteliers, to the pubs, restaurants, shops and businesses, having that shared approach is integral to the town's success. And this is something we want to see progressed over many years. And I think having the evidence base as well, as Donal mentioned, that you're asking the tourism numbers who are coming here, what are the needs, what are the analysis, and also reaching out within the community or what you want to see developed is really important. And Mayo actually over the last 2 years maintained its tourism numbers by and large through 2020 and 2021, and up to 80% of the visitors originating in Ireland, and that was the backdrop of COVID-19 and the absence of international travel, and it's really trying to embed and strengthen that over the coming years. And that Team Westport approach is backed by a really impressive offering in the shape of attractions too in the area. The town of Westport has a unique range of shops and cafes and restaurants, and it is the hub of the county and a location of Fáilte Ireland's largest ever investment in a single tourism product. Funding in excess of €20 million awarded to the Westport estate in 2021, and as you know, it is designated as a national attraction of significance. So I think that demonstrates the government's commitment to ensuring that this beautiful place in the west of Ireland, and the ripple effect it has right across the county. I was in Carn last night, Carn Golf Club, where we got the Irish PGA. But building that tourism, that sporting offering, whether right across the region, you have to have that focal point of development. And I think the investment from Fáilte, I think, demonstrates that. Among the key areas of work that will be supported by this grant, and in partnership with acclaimed landscape designer Mary Reynolds, Westport Estate are creating a very different and uniquely Irish rewilded landscape experience, connecting the earth and Irish heritage. And the restoration of Westport House and the reimagining of its 300-year history will be a strong feature. In addition, a brand new immersive visitor experience will be created that tells the legendary story of Grace O'Malley, the Pirate Queen. And government is working to build on that hub approach by improving the offering of attractions nearby. In 2021, Fáilte Ireland and Mayo County Council collaborated on a project to develop a looped cycle experience of Clew Bay, which brings visitors to Achill Island and Clare Island without any backtracking. And this was a hugely successful initiative which was established with the cooperation of Clare Island Ferries and O'Malley Ferries. And work is ongoing to extend the Great Western Greenway to Runa and Keele, which will be a position of the Clew Bay Bike Trail as the premier loop cycle experience on the Wild Atlantic Way. And I know from having cycled the Greenway between Westport and Newport and then across to Mulranny and beyond, the huge transformation it's had for Newport in particular, and the amount of tourists that have come from Westport, and that net effect that the boat has been raised for all. It's been an incredible transformation through investment, through communities working together, people offering up, being willing to offer up, whether it's engagement on land, but seeing the broad combined benefit of doing the right thing for the area, for the region and for the people, I think demonstrates that, and Westport has been the focal point for it. Since its launch in 2014, Fáilte Ireland, aided by the local authorities, including Mayo County Council, have worked really hard to make the Clew Bay Bike Trail what it is today. And as I said, it's Mayo, with its wealth of natural and heritage connections, has been developed over many years. We know that the Cage of Fields is receiving additional investment as well as a unique and extensive Neolithic archaeological site, and it's known for the extensive remains of ancient field systems and habitations. I just want to say as well, from a broader perspective, I think it's important. Obviously, we've got investment, and the council are providing progress on a number of areas. But as public representatives, and certainly from my perspective as someone in government, listening to what the feedback is, I know the marina is an issue for people here and something that you want to see progress on. And part of the reason to be here at an AGM is for us to listen and go back to the centre with the actual direct feedback from the grassroots and the people who are most willing to try and develop and respond to the feedback that you have. So certainly from today with Minister McConnell, we'll be following up on the feedback you've given on that, and also on any of the other ideas or feedback that you have relating to any issues about tourism more generally. We want to see growth and ongoing investment, so we strengthen that. There is work underway, just to say, on a sustainable tourism policy, where I think Westport and your tourism structure should provide input into it. There'll be a new policy out in 2023, and obviously investment will follow, so it's important that you engage in that and have an opportunity to bring your own local feedback to what will be a new tourism policy for 2023. And just to say in conclusion, I appreciate everything everyone here does to develop the tourism offering for Westport, for the broader region, and to put Mayo on the map. And no matter where you go, no matter who you meet, Mayo people outside of the county, in the east where I live, but also across the world, you'll always meet someone from Mayo who's very proud about their sense of place, their sense of identity, their sense of home. And I think connecting that with investment in terms of our tourism offering, I can only see places like Westport continue to grow and prosper, and that's something we want to support and make sure that the west of Ireland continues to have a strong place and a strong tourism offering to offer that employment, the opportunity, the community development, and really to open people's eyes domestically and abroad to a wonderful place and a wonderful people. So I thank you for all you do for your town, your county, and everything you do to place Westport on the map. And I know with your success over many years and your continued ambition as a people here in the town, there's only the best is yet to come, and I look forward to seeing the progress you make over many years. So thanks so much for the kind invitation. Delighted to be back in Westport, and I'm always there to support everything you're seeking to do, and we're really involved with there.